Fans of Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley are going to absolutely hate this, and in this video, I'm going to tell you exactly why you're not going to like it, and why I think all this criticism is wrong. Let's get into it. Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley are fresh off their most recent match at Bad Blood, and it was a controversial one. I mean, it wasn't just a regular match, it had a finish that left fans talking. This storyline has dominated WWE television for most of the year, starting way back from WrestleMania. If you recall, Liv Morgan accidentally injured Rhea Ripley during one of their matches, forcing Rhea to vacate the Women's World title. That opened the door for WWE to crown a new star, and they chose Liv Morgan. Since then, Liv has been on fire. Honestly, this is the best character work we've ever seen from her. She had her first big clash with Rhea at SummerSlam, which was a great match. However, during that match, Dirty Dominic Mysterio turned on Rhea and aligned himself with Liv Morgan, making her one of the hottest heels in the industry at the time. Following that, we had a mixed tag team match in Berlin where it was Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest versus Dirty Dom and Liv Morgan, and Rhea's team came out on top. Then, we moved on to Bad Blood, the rematch. This time, Dirty Dom didn't get involved directly. He was put in a shark cage, and in one of the wackiest moments of the night, he accidentally fell out of the cage while hanging by his ankle. Rhea, of course, took advantage and gave him a good few whacks with a kendo stick while he was hanging there, which, by the way, was hilarious to watch. At this point, everyone expected Rhea to win the women's title, right? I mean, it made sense. But then, out of nowhere, Raquel Rodriguez showed up. Now, for those who don't know, Raquel hasn't been seen since February due to a flare-up of a skin condition, which caused her to take some time off. But here she was, attacking Rhea. Now, originally, according to reports from Fightful, the plan was for Raquel to interfere while the referee and officials were distracted with Dirty Dom. Raquel was supposed to attack Rhea, leading to Liv pinning her for the win. However, things didn't go as planned. The referee saw the whole thing. He saw Raquel attack Rhea, and then awkwardly put Liv on top of Rhea for the pin. But since the referee had already seen the interference, he had to call for the DQ. This awkward finish set the internet ablaze. Fans were angry. Social media exploded with complaints about how bad the match was. People were saying it had no heat, no energy, and that it was far worse than their SummerSlam match. Now, here's the part where I disagree. I don't think this match deserves all the hate it's getting. Sure, it wasn't their best match, but to say it was the worst match on the card? Come on. I think that dubious honor belongs to Nia Jax vs. Bayley, which had little to no crowd engagement. Heck, even the main event, outside of the return of Jimmy USO and The Rock, was pretty underwhelming. But let's talk numbers for a second. If you look at CageMatch.net, where fans can vote on match ratings, Liv vs. Rhea at Bad Blood got a 3.4 out of 10. That's based on 334 votes. Now, I get it, everyone has their own opinion, but to rate this match that low? That's just unfair. It wasn't a classic by any means, but it was nowhere near as bad as people are making it out to be. What didn't help matters was the pacing of the Bad Blood event itself. Out of the 3+ hours of runtime, only about an hour and 43 minutes was actual in-ring wrestling. The rest was filled with commercials, entrances, and video packages. That kind of pacing kills the momentum of a show. It's a problem WWE has had for a while now. You need good pacing to keep the audience engaged. AEW events may go on for 5 or 6 hours, but at least they keep the matches coming one after the other. WWE events, on the other hand, stretch things out with endless promos. video packages, and unnecessary filler. It drags, and it definitely hurt the flow of this match. So, back to Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley. Was it the greatest match of the night? No. Was it the worst? Absolutely not. It was just there. I've been saying for weeks that I wanted them to go with a trilogy-style arc for this feud. I thought they'd start at SummerSlam, continue at Bad Blood, and then have the ultimate payoff down the line. I fully expected Rhea to win the title at Bad Blood, but clearly, I was wrong, and that's fine. Do I think Rhea will win it eventually? Absolutely. Do I think Liv Morgan has done a great job as champion? Yes, and Rhea Ripley has been fantastic in her role as well. Now, let's talk about Raquel Rodriguez. I liked the swerve. Nobody saw it coming, and it added a new dynamic to the feud. Plus, it gets Raquel back on TV, which is good for her. Now, here's the thing: Raquel wasn't very over with the crowd before her hiatus. She has a connection problem with the audience, especially as a babyface. In NXT, she was a dominant heel, and that role fit her perfectly. But as a babyface on the main roster, it just doesn't work as well. Her story, with the skin condition and all, is very sympathetic, and I feel for her. But sympathy alone won't get you over with the WWE Universe. She needs to find a way to connect with the fans. However, by aligning her with Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley, two of WWE's biggest stars right now, I think WWE is on the right track. A heel turn for Raquel could be exactly what she needs to elevate her status and solidify her place on the roster. In conclusion, if WWE continues to book Liv and Rhea the way they have been, I think everything will be just fine. Fans hating on this match need to reconsider. It wasn't perfect, but it wasn't deserving of the extreme backlash either. And as for the future, I'm excited to see where this trilogy takes us.